Hi guys, lesson number 15 from the calling lessons. Alright, after we talked about all the micro and the strategies between how you build your own compositor from your Zerg, you already know what's battle mounts, you know about minimap, and you know about pretty much everything about a one-on-one fights. Now we're gonna start getting into more deep on the macro section. What macro means? It's basically the strategy before the fight starts. Not even before the fight starts, but during the fight, there's also a lot of macro involved. So, in today's lesson, I'm basically gonna give you guys some examples on how to macro well and how to prepare yourself well for you don't start the fight on disadvantage. Okay, so let's get into a quick example right here. The XXX Alliance is getting launched on Hillock today, and they lost a shield on the Brave Vanguard hideout, so they need to reset it. They know if you click on the map, or if you go on the overlay right here and go for prime time, you know that's the time zone from a 00 UTC timer. So you know that the Terry can be capped at 00 UTC. Information that you need to know. Usually, fights start happening 20 to 15 minutes before the actual times come. So 15 to 20 minutes people before the timer, people are already fighting the battlefield, or if they're not fighting, they're positioned themselves for fight. Okay, so and also all those launches, you have at least 24 hours in advance to be prepared to help your guild to defend it. So what is important is when you know that you're going for a certain place, either for castles, for defend a territory, for defend a hideout, or anything, you gotta be prepared. Because when you're prepared, you're basically in front of your enemy. So let's put that we're gonna defend the hideout from Brave Vanguard and High Tree Hillock. If it was me, I know that Brave Vanguard is locked in Limehurst, right? So if we're locked in Limehurst, that means we're very close to the fight map. So High Tree Hillock, it's 2 maps away from the Limehurst portal. And if you guys already know, for you walk into a map, on a Swift Cloud, it takes 1.5 to 1 minute for every map, so around 75 to 80 seconds. So I know in about 3 minutes, I'm gonna be in High Tree Hillock inside my cherry defending it. So I don't need to mass super earlier, for example. I don't need to post my mass for 23 UTC because I know I'm gonna be super earlier and my guy's gonna get bored for some reason. Unless there's a super big objective like last shield hideout, which we need to be there way before the timer, otherwise it's not gonna be good. Understand? So what I would do is, I know that for you mess up a Zerg, it takes around 15 to 25 minutes. So let's say you posted, hey guys, we're gonna leave for fighting in High Tree Hillock for Defender Hideout. We're gonna be massing at 23 and 20 for Defender Hideout. Let's go. Then, when the mass is at 23:20, you usually take 15 to 25 minutes. So always have the max amount on your mind, by the way. So if you're massing at 23:20 and you take 20 minutes to 25 minutes for mass, you're gonna probably leave the city around 23:45, and also there's 3 more minutes to walk into High Tree Hillock. So 45 plus 3, 48. So you're gonna arrive in your territory missing 12 minutes for the territory. So that's too far away. So you gotta make the calculations based on where you're going. So for example, if we going to defend the Hivercops Cherry from Strong Alliance, we're not massing if the territory is at 18 UTC, we're probably gonna be massing at 17 UTC or 17 and 10 UTC. Because 17 and 10, then you're gonna take 25 minutes to leave the city. So you're gonna leave at 17:35, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 maps to walk. So you know you're gonna take at least 6 minutes. So 17:35 plus 6, you're gonna be on the map at 17:41. It's a good move because it's gonna be 4 minutes in front and you're gonna be there in time. you know. So all the callers need to have this on the mind. So by where you're fighting means your mass timer, so you guys don't lose too much time so on messing in the city or lose too much time sitting in a tower with nobody showing up. So everything is important, because at the end of the day, it's a video game. People don't want to sit and wait super long before things start. They want to come in, they want to jump on comms, have some fun, kill somebody, and then they go home. That's it. So you need to make the experience as much satisfier possible for the player. But not even that, but also the type of compositions you're facing. Let's come back to the Highlock example. You know you have a territory launcher and you need to be on the territory defending, but not even that, you know you need to protect your hideout on open war that is being hammered by somebody. So all you gotta do is you gotta make a composition that you're gonna be able to defend your hideout and also pacify your territory. Understand? And having everything ready. So for example, if you know you're fighting an open war fight because there's a hideout being attacked, you're gonna go with a composition good for open war, either one shot or brawl. But for example, if you're gonna go siege a castle because there's a castle loot today, you're never gonna have a brawl composition to fight in a castle, because are your guys gonna be melees with leather jackets who are not gonna do damage to the enemy because they're gonna be hiding behind the walls. So that's super important. So you basically need to have in mind what you're gonna ask your Zerg and what's gonna make you guys have the higher chances on winning the fights. So that's pretty much it. And not only about that, but also take in mind the quality of the players you have on your Zerg. And take in mind, for example, hey, I'm leaving the city with 60 guys. I know my enemy mass 80 to 90, so I'm gonna build a composition very good so I can sustain more damage to engages. Or let's say, for example, I know my enemy have 3 engages, so on the battle mounts I'm gonna have 3 chariots instead of having 1 more eagle, so I can sustain and suck up more damage and don't die for no reason. All this you need to have on your mind before the fight starts, because when it starts, it's too late. You know, you cannot complain about the healers when you're amassing your guild and you see, okay, I have 5 healers for 60 people. You cannot blame the guys for healing. You need to blame yourself for not putting more people for heal before the fight starts, you know? And at the end of the day, everyone is playing the game for have fun. And when you have a caller which the only thing he does is bitch about the Zerg and talk shit, nobody gonna join your CTAs. So be calm, be a good guy, have fun, and always try to improve every time you go to the battlefield. Okay? That's macro 1. I see you guys on the next one.